This is Scott Spears, and it's Election Day 2012, and I am very happy to say that on this day, we are joined live by five-time Grammy Award winner, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, prolific singer-songwriter, guitarist, James Taylor. Mr. Taylor, how are you?
Mr. Spears, I'm great. I'm pretty excited, but I haven't got any fingernails left to bite off.
Do you think it's going to be close?
You know, everybody says it is going to be close. I think they're probably right. And, so we just have to be patient and wait till the results come in. And at this point, I guess the message is get out there and vote.
For people who don't know Mr. Taylor, who do you support?
I support Barack Obama. I have been basically on the road for Obama since, the first thing we did in this election was in February, and I essentially added a new tour, a third tour to my touring road this year. Done about 40 different events for the president.
What brought you to this? Why so passionate about President Obama?
You know, I just think we're amazingly lucky to have gotten this intelligent, compassionate public servant, essentially a public servant, who is so willing to work with the other side, and also whose vision for America, which comes out of his own life experiences, is one that supports our middle class, that wants prosperity for as many Americans as possible. And I feel as though that he's a cool-headed, even hand on the tiller. He's a great president, really, the people's president.
You say great president, Mr. Taylor. A lot of people feel, I imagine people voting for Mitt Romney feel that's not the case. Why do you feel he's a great president?
You know, I think he's just he's a real citizen. I think his life experience is much closer to that of the average American than Mr. Romney's is. And I think that when he thinks of America, he has a much more accurate picture of what that means. The middle class. The great majority of Americans are the people who need help at this point. We need education, we need infrastructure, we need health care. We need our government to work for us. And, over and over again, you hear the Republicans sort of vilifying government, depicting it as if it were a burden on our backs, sort of telling us that we can do without government. And unfortunately, government is here to stay. It's not going to go away. When you vote for no government, what you get is bad government. And we need people who believe in government and its ability to do good things for people. We need more fairness in our tax structure. We need to ask those people who have benefited so hugely from our system to contribute. They need to contribute more. And we need to help people out who in the future will be solid citizens, adding to the productivity and part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Mr. Taylor, as an entertainer, when you come out and be this vocal for a candidate, do you ever fear backlash?
Well, the thing is, you're right. I'm not a political scientist. I'm not an expert in government. I'm not a college graduate. I'm really a citizen. But and it's true also to say that by and large my music is not political. It's not activist. I have a few songs like that. A song called Slap Leather. Another one, Let It All Fall Down, from the Nixon era. But generally, I write personal songs that have to do with personal emotions. And in a way, it's for me to ask for people's attention for political purposes a little bit of a conflict. So I understand. I thank people for being tolerant of me. I just feel so strongly about it that I have to respond. I've got to get out there. I feel as though the American experience is an experiment that our brilliant forefathers put in play, and that it requires our participation. It requires that we pay attention to it, and that we participate in our own government. This is a democracy. The basic duty of all citizens is to get to the polls and vote, because if you don't pay attention, then somebody else who has their own interests in mind will pay attention. So we need to get more active. I feel the fact is that even in this national election, we can't expect more than 60% of people to come out, and that should be a much higher figure. We should really take seriously how wonderful life is in America. What a privileged position we have to be able to govern ourselves, and that should be reflected in a much higher voter turnout than we get.
Very well said. Mr. Taylor, I know it's a very busy day. Before I let you go, though, I want to ask you one more question. Is there a song or lyric in a James Taylor song that you feel is representative of President Obama or tonight?
Well, in a way, I feel as though, and I've been traveling around the country. I've been meeting with a lot of, we've played a great number of field offices where volunteers who are trying to keep the president on the job, where they have sacrificed their time and their energies and are sort of coming together to keep this great president. And to me, it feels like when you visit with these people and you talk to them, it feels like an expression of love and of brotherhood, sister and brotherhood. So I would say the opening stanzas to Shed a Little Light, my song Shed a Little Light would probably be a good backdrop to that kind of sensibility, and that and Shower the People.
I tell you, the legendary James Taylor, it is so great to visit with you, and I hope you come back in the future and keep those nails tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.